Your subconscious mind is the most powerful wealth, generating force at your disposal, yet most people treat it like a forgotten tool in the basement of their consciousness. Today, I will reveal to you the scientific principles that transform your subconscious from a passive observer into an active partner in your financial destiny. By the end of this presentation, you will possess the blueprint to program your mental faculties for automatic wealth attraction. Your subconscious mind operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, processing over 60,000 thoughts daily. While you sleep, while you work, while you worry about tomorrow's bills, this magnificent mental machine continues its relentless operation. The question is not whether it works. The question is whether you have deliberately programmed it for wealth or allowed it to default to poverty consciousness. Consider this fundamental truth. Every fortune that has ever been built began as an organized plan in someone's subconscious mind. Andrew Carnegie, one of the wealthiest men who ever lived, understood this principle so completely that he could visualize his steel empire in vivid detail before he owned a single foundry. His subconscious mind had already accepted his financial success as inevitable reality. Your subconscious does not distinguish between real and imagined experiences. When you repeatedly visualize yourself achieving financial success, when you feel the emotions of prosperity, when you see yourself living the lifestyle you desire, your subconscious accepts this as established fact. It then begins to organize your thoughts, actions, and opportunities to align with this accepted reality. But here's where most people fail catastrophically. They feed their subconscious mind a steady diet of financial worry, scarcity thinking, and poverty consciousness. They program themselves for failure through constant repetition of limiting beliefs. They say, I can never afford that. Money doesn't grow on trees. Rich people are lucky, and wonder why wealth remains elusive. Your subconscious mind is not your friend or your enemy. It is your servant. It will faithfully execute whatever instructions you provide through repetition and emotional intensity. If you repeatedly tell yourself you are destined for financial struggle, your subconscious will orchestrate circumstances to prove you right. If you consistently program it with wealth consciousness, it will work tirelessly to manifest prosperity in your life. This is not mystical thinking. This is practical psychology applied to wealth building. Your subconscious controls your habits, your reactions, your recognition of opportunities, and your persistence in pursuing goals. When properly programmed, it becomes an automatic success mechanism that operates independently of your conscious will. Your subconscious mind responds to specific stimuli with mathematical precision. Just as you program a computer with exact code to achieve desired results, you must program your subconscious with specific wealth building instructions to achieve financial success. The first requirement is definiteness of purpose. Your subconscious cannot work with vague desires or wishful thinking. You must establish a specific financial goal with precise amounts and definite time limits. Instead of saying, I want to be rich, you must declare, I will accumulate $50,000 by December 31st of next year through providing exceptional value in my chosen field. The second requirement is emotional involvement. Your subconscious responds most powerfully to thoughts charged with emotion. When you visualize your financial success, you must feel the satisfaction, the pride, the security that accompanies wealth. You must experience the emotions of success before you achieve the material results. The third requirement is repetition. Just as physical exercise builds muscular strength through consistent repetition, mental programming builds subconscious power through regular practice. You must repeatedly impress your wealth consciousness upon your subconscious mind until it becomes automatic. Consider how this works in practical application. Every morning, before you begin your daily activities, spend 15 minutes visualizing your financial success. See yourself in possession of the wealth you desire. Feel the emotions of achievement. Experience the lifestyle that prosperity provides. Do this with such vividness that your subconscious accepts it as present reality. Throughout your day, when negative thoughts about money arise, immediately replace them with wealth-building affirmations. When you catch yourself thinking, I can't afford this, substitute the thought, I am finding ways to afford this and more. When you hear yourself saying, money is tight, replace it with, money flows to me easily and abundantly. Before you sleep each night, again, impress your wealth consciousness upon your subconscious. Your mind is most receptive to programming during the moments before sleep and immediately upon awakening. These are the golden opportunities to install success programming in your mental computer. Some of you may dismiss this as positive thinking nonsense. Let me be clear. This is not about pretending to be wealthy while ignoring practical action. This is about programming your subconscious to recognize opportunities, maintain persistence, and develop the habits that create genuine wealth. Most people carry poverty programming installed during childhood that continues to sabotage their wealth building efforts throughout their adult lives. These limiting beliefs operate below the level of conscious awareness, creating invisible barriers to financial success. Perhaps you heard phrases like, money is the root of all evil. We can't afford that. Rich people are greedy, or you have to work hard for every penny. These statements, repeated during your formative years, became embedded in your subconscious as unquestionable truth. Now, as an adult, these programs automatically activate whenever you encounter wealth, building opportunities. Your subconscious mind will sabotage any goal that conflicts with its existing programming. If you consciously desire wealth while subconsciously believing that money is evil or that you don't deserve prosperity, you will unconsciously create circumstances that prevent financial success. You will procrastinate on important opportunities, make poor financial decisions, or find other ways to maintain the familiar state of financial limitation. To overcome poverty programming, you must first identify these limiting beliefs. Pay attention to your automatic thoughts about money. Notice what you say when discussing financial matters. Observe your emotional reactions to wealth, successful people, and financial opportunities. These reactions reveal your subconscious programming. Once you identify limiting beliefs, you must systematically replace them with wealth-building programming. If you discover that you subconsciously believe, "I don't deserve wealth," you must repeatedly affirm, "I deserve abundant prosperity because I provide exceptional value to others." If you find yourself thinking, "There's never enough money," you must consistently declare, "There is unlimited wealth available, and I attract my fair share through intelligent effort." This reprogramming process requires patience and persistence. Your existing beliefs have been reinforced through years of repetition. They will not disappear overnight. However, with consistent daily programming, you can overwrite limiting beliefs and install wealth consciousness as your default mental state. The key is understanding that your subconscious mind cannot hold conflicting beliefs simultaneously. When you consistently impress wealth consciousness upon your mental faculties, poverty programming automatically weakens and eventually disappears. You literally reprogram yourself for financial success. Visualization is the most powerful tool for communicating with your subconscious mind. When properly executed, visualization creates neural pathways identical to those formed through actual experience. Your brain cannot distinguish between vividly imagined success and genuine achievement. Most people attempt visualization incorrectly. They create vague mental pictures, lacking detail, emotion, and consistency. Effective wealth visualization requires a specific methodology that engages all your senses and emotions. Begin by creating a detailed mental picture of your life after achieving your financial goals. See yourself in your ideal living environment. Notice the furnishings, the colors, the lighting. Feel the textures of quality materials. Hear the sounds of success. Perhaps the quiet hum of luxury automobiles. The conversation at upscale establishments. The silence of financial security. Include other people in your visualization. See yourself providing for family members, contributing to worthy causes, living with the dignity that financial independence provides. Feel the emotions of accomplishment, security, and freedom that accompany genuine wealth. Make your visualization so vivid that you can taste success, smell prosperity, and feel wealth in your body. The more sensory detail you include, the more powerfully your subconscious accepts this as reality. Practice this visualization at the same time each day. Consistency creates neural pathways that become stronger with repetition. Your subconscious mind thrives on routine and responds most effectively to regular programming. During visualization, maintain absolute mental focus. Eliminate distractions. Turn off electronic devices. Find a quiet environment where you can concentrate completely. Half-hearted visualization produces half-hearted results. Some people claim they cannot visualize effectively. This is simply lack of practice, not lack of ability. Everyone dreams while sleeping, which proves that your mind can create vivid mental pictures. Develop your visualization ability through daily practice, starting with simple objects and gradually progressing to complex scenes. Remember that visualization without action is mere fantasy. Your subconscious mind will guide you toward opportunities and inspire you to take appropriate action, but you must act upon these impulses. Visualization prepares your mind to recognize and seize wealth, building opportunities when they appear. Auto-suggestion is the direct method of communicating instructions to your subconscious mind. Through carefully constructed affirmations repeated with emotion and conviction, you can program your mental faculties for automatic wealth building behavior. Effective auto-suggestion requires more than reciting positive statements. You must create affirmations that are specific, emotionally charged, and repeated with absolute faith in their realization. Generic affirmations like, "I am wealthy," lack the precision necessary to create lasting subconscious change. Instead, construct affirmations that describe your exact financial goals with specific details. For example, I earn $25,000 monthly through providing exceptional value in my consulting business, and I use this income to build lasting wealth while helping others achieve success. Notice how this affirmation includes the specific amount, the method of earning, the time frame, and the purpose. Your subconscious responds to precision, not generalities. When practicing auto-suggestion, speak your affirmations aloud with emotion and conviction. Your subconscious responds more powerfully to spoken words than silent thoughts. Engage your entire being in the process. Feel the truth of your statements even before they manifest in physical reality. Repeat your affirmations morning and evening when your conscious mind is most relaxed and your subconscious is most receptive. Create a ritual around this practice. Light a candle, play inspiring music, or establish any routine that signals to your mind that this is important work. Some people feel foolish speaking affirmations about wealth they do not yet possess. This is precisely why they remain financially limited. Your subconscious does not judge or evaluate. It simply accepts and acts upon instructions delivered with conviction and repetition. If you feel resistance to your affirmations, this indicates conflicting subconscious programming that must be addressed. Acknowledge the resistance without judgment, then continue with your affirmations. Consistency will overcome internal resistance. Write your affirmations on paper and read them regularly throughout the day. Seeing your goals in writing reinforces their reality and keeps them present in your conscious awareness. Many successful individuals carry their written goals and read them multiple times daily. Your emotions are the power source that energizes your subconscious programming. Thoughts without emotional charge have minimal impact on your subconscious mind. Thoughts combined with intense emotion create lasting impressions that drive automatic behavior. Most people sabotage their wealth building efforts by maintaining emotional states incompatible with financial success. They worry about bills, fear economic uncertainty, resent successful people, and expect financial disappointment. These emotions program their subconscious for continued financial limitation. To program your subconscious for wealth, You must cultivate emotional states aligned with financial success. Feel grateful for money that flows into your life. Experience excitement about wealth, building opportunities. Maintain confidence in your ability to create prosperity. Express appreciation for successful people who demonstrate what is possible. When negative emotions about money arise, do not suppress them. Instead, acknowledge them briefly, then deliberately shift to wealth-building emotions. If you feel anxious about an upcoming bill, acknowledge the anxiety. Then focus on feeling grateful for your ability to earn money and confident in your capacity to meet all financial obligations. This emotional discipline requires constant vigilance, especially during challenging financial periods. When facing temporary setbacks, your natural tendency will be to focus on problems and generate worry. This is precisely when emotional discipline becomes most important. Remember that your current financial circumstances are simply the physical manifestation of your past subconscious programming. If you maintain wealth, building emotions consistently, your external circumstances will eventually align with your internal state. Practice feeling wealthy before you become wealthy. Walk with the posture of success. Speak with the confidence of prosperity. Dress with the dignity of financial achievement. These behaviors program your subconscious while also influencing how others perceive and respond to you. Some people believe this approach is dishonest or pretentious. They are wrong. You are not pretending to possess wealth you do not have. You are developing the internal qualities that attract and maintain genuine prosperity. External wealth is simply the natural result of internal wealth consciousness. The law of attraction is not mystical thinking. It is practical psychology. Your subconscious mind influences your awareness, behavior, and decision making in ways that attract circumstances matching your dominant thoughts and emotions. When your subconscious is programmed for wealth, you automatically notice opportunities that others overlook. You develop persistence that carries you through temporary setbacks. You make decisions aligned with long-term prosperity rather than short-term convenience. You attract relationships with people who support your financial goals. This is not magical thinking. This is observable cause and effect. Your thoughts influence your actions. Your actions influence your results. Your results influence your circumstances. Your circumstances either support or undermine your goals. People with poverty consciousness focus on what they lack, fear financial risk, and expect economic difficulty. Their subconscious guides them toward thoughts, decisions, and actions that confirm these expectations. They literally attract financial limitation through mental programming. People with wealth consciousness focus on abundance, embrace calculated risk, and expect financial success. Their subconscious guides them toward thoughts, decisions, and actions that create prosperity. They attract wealth through the same mental programming process. Your subconscious mind also influences how others perceive and respond to you. When you genuinely believe in your worth and your capacity to create value, others naturally recognize and respect these qualities. Confidence attracts opportunity. Certainty creates credibility. Self-respect generates respect from others. Conversely, when you doubt your worth or question your capacity for success, others unconsciously detect these attitudes and respond accordingly. Insecurity repels opportunity. Uncertainty undermines credibility. Self-doubt generates doubt from others. This is why programming your subconscious for wealth produces tangible results in the physical world. You literally become a different person with different thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and results. Your subconscious will initially resist new programming that conflicts with existing beliefs. This resistance manifests as doubt, procrastination, self-sabotage, or return to old thinking patterns. Understanding and overcoming this resistance is crucial for successful subconscious programming. Resistance indicates that you are making progress. Your old programming is fighting to maintain control. Do not interpret resistance as evidence that the process is not working. Interpret it as proof that you are breaking through limiting belief. When you feel doubt about your wealth, building affirmations, continue practicing them anyway. When you catch yourself reverting to poverty thinking, immediately redirect your thoughts to wealth consciousness. When you feel tempted to abandon your program or routine, maintain it with even greater consistency. Persistence is your greatest ally in overcoming subconscious resistance. Your old beliefs developed through years of repetition. Your new beliefs will require months of consistent programming to become dominant. Most people abandon their efforts just before achieving breakthrough. Surround yourself with influences that support your wealth programming. Read books about successful people. Listen to recordings about prosperity principles. Associate with individuals who think abundantly. Avoid negative influences that reinforce poverty consciousness. Your environment continuously programs your subconscious mind. If you constantly expose yourself to negative news about the economy, conversations about financial struggle, or entertainment that glorifies poverty, you undermine your wealth programming efforts. Create an environment that supports prosperity consciousness. Display visual reminders of your financial goals. Listen to music that inspires confidence and ambition. Engage in activities that reinforce your belief in unlimited possibility. Monitor your progress through written records. Keep a journal documenting changes in your thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and results. Notice how your relationship with money evolves as you continue programming your subconscious for wealth. Some changes will be subtle and gradual. Others will be dramatic and sudden. Trust the process even when progress seems slow. Your subconscious is working continuously to align your external circumstances with your internal programming. Programming your subconscious for wealth is only the beginning. Your properly programmed subconscious will inspire you to take specific actions that create financial success. Your responsibility is to recognize and act upon these inspirations immediately. Inspiration differs from ordinary thinking. Ordinary thoughts are generated by your conscious mind through logical analysis. Inspiration arises from your subconscious mind through intuitive knowing. Inspired ideas often seem to appear from nowhere, complete and compelling. When your subconscious is programmed for wealth, you will receive inspired ideas about business opportunities, investment strategies, career changes, or other wealth-building activities. These ideas may seem unusual or even risky compared to conventional thinking. Act upon them anyway. Your conscious mind will attempt to analyze and modify inspired ideas. Resist this tendency. Inspired ideas arrive complete and should be executed as received. Modification weakens their effectiveness and diminishes their power. Speed is essential when acting upon inspiration. The longer you delay, the more your conscious mind interferes with pure inspiration. Successful people develop the habit of immediate action when receiving genuine inspiration. Learn to distinguish between inspiration and mere wishful thinking. Inspiration carries emotional certainty and compels immediate action. Wishful thinking generates doubt and encourages delay. Inspiration provides specific details and clear next steps. Wishful thinking remains vague and unfocused. Some inspired ideas will require significant changes in your life. You may feel inspired to leave secure employment to start a business. You may receive guidance to relocate to a different city. You may be prompted to invest in opportunities others consider risky. These major inspirations often produce the greatest financial breakthroughs. However, they also generate the most resistance from your conscious mind and criticism from others. Maintain absolute faith in your subconscious guidance and act with courage despite external opposition. Remember that your subconscious has access to information beyond your conscious awareness. It can perceive opportunities, recognize patterns, and anticipate changes invisible to logical analysis. When properly programmed, it becomes your most reliable guide to financial success. True wealth programming transforms your entire relationship with money, success, and life itself. Wealth consciousness becomes not just a goal you pursue, but a way you think, feel, and live every day. People with authentic wealth consciousness view money as a tool for creating value and improving lives. They understand that accumulating wealth is not about personal greed, but about developing the capacity to contribute meaningfully to the world. When you program your subconscious for wealth, you automatically develop habits that create and maintain prosperity. You save consistently, invest wisely, and spend deliberately. You provide exceptional value in all your endeavors. You maintain high standards in your work and relationships. Wealth consciousness also transforms your relationship with setbacks and challenges. Instead of viewing financial difficulties as evidence of your limitation, you interpret them as temporary obstacles that strengthen your resolve and teach valuable lessons. You develop unshakable confidence in your ability to create wealth regardless of external circumstances. Economic downturns become opportunities to acquire assets at reduced prices. Industry changes become chances to develop new revenue streams. Competition becomes motivation to increase your value proposition. This deep confidence in your wealth building capacity influences every aspect of your life. You make decisions from abundance rather than scarcity. You negotiate from strength rather than desperation. You invest in yourself and your future rather than hoarding resources out of fear. People with genuine wealth consciousness attract opportunities effortlessly because they radiate the qualities that success requires. They demonstrate confidence without arrogance, ambition without greed, and persistence without desperation. Your programmed subconscious mind becomes your automatic success system, operating continuously to attract circumstances, people, and opportunities aligned with your financial goals. You stop working against yourself and begin working with the most powerful force in human achievement. This is not about becoming someone you are not. This is about becoming who you truly are when limiting beliefs no longer constrain your potential. Your subconscious programming simply removes the mental barriers that prevent you from expressing your natural capacity for success. Everything I have shared with you represents scientific principles proven through the experiences of thousands of successful individuals. These are not theories to be debated, but methods to be applied immediately and consistently. Your financial future depends not on economic conditions, career opportunities, or lucky breaks. Your financial future depends on the programming in your subconscious mind. Change your programming, and you change your financial destiny. Starting today, commit to 15 minutes of morning wealth visualization. Create specific affirmations describing your exact financial goals. Practice these affirmations with emotion and conviction every evening before sleep. Monitor your thoughts throughout the day and immediately redirect any poverty consciousness to wealth-building thoughts. Eliminate negative influences that reinforce financial limitation. Surround yourself with books, recordings, and people that support abundance thinking. Create an environment that continuously programs your subconscious for prosperity. When inspiration arises from your programmed subconscious, act immediately and completely. Trust your inner guidance more than external criticism. Maintain absolute faith in your capacity to create the wealth you desire. Remember that every great fortune began as an organized plan in someone's subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is equally capable of creating wealth when properly programmed and consistently directed. The question is not whether these principles work. The question is whether you will apply them with sufficient consistency and conviction to produce the results you desire. Your subconscious mind is waiting to become your wealth building partner. The programming begins now. The choice is yours. The results will speak for themselves.